Hello everyone, my name's Kylie with Bake Eat Love. Thank you for joining me this evening. Tonight we're going to be talking about profiteroles. I'm going to be showing you how to make a no-churn ice cream, and I'm going to be showing you how to fill your profiteroles. Let's jump in. Alright, so this ice cream is very basic ingredients: heavy whipping cream, sweetened condensed milk, and coconut extract. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my cold whipping cream into my mixer, as well as my coconut extract. We're going to get those going. I'm going to start it out not super fast at first so it doesn't go everywhere on you. Alright, great. We're going to let that whip up and do its thing. So a traditional ice cream base is usually made with egg yolks, cream, milk, some type of extract or flavoring like vanilla beans, and it's heated on the stove, strained, cooled down, and then turned in an ice cream machine. So it's quite the process, but it yields a great product usually. This also yields a great product, and if you don't have an ice cream machine, it's a great recipe to have in your repertoire to make a quick ice cream for profiteroles. So what is a profiterole? So a profiterole is choux pastry that is traditionally filled with vanilla ice cream and topped with chocolate. We're going to be filling ours with a coconut ice cream. What's so great about this ice cream recipe is that it's super versatile as well. So you can add any type of extract that you like to change the flavor of the ice cream so that it goes well with whatever recipe that you're making. So this is another little great feature about this ice cream. I'm going to turn it up a little bit to get that cream where we'd like it to be. We're whipping it to stiff peaks, and I'm going to show you what that looks like once we get there. Starting to make tracks, so we're well on our way. So as I said before, we're making a coconut ice cream, which is going inside of our profiteroles, and we're going to be dipping these in a mango glaze for our August box, which is a really nice, fun, tropical spin on this traditional treat. So we are just about there. I'm going to let it go just a little bit longer here, kind of reach where we want. Great. I'm going to go ahead and show you what that peak looks like. So when you get your whisk down in here, I have a little bit of a bump on the bottom of my bowl, so sometimes I have to go around to get the rest of it. But you want it to look like this. You want it to stand up on its own and have its own structure. Great. So we're going to go ahead. Going to get our cream out, and I'm going to put it in this flat bowl that I have here because it's going to be easier to fold in the sweetened condensed milk. Our nice fluffy cream. So we're folding in the sweetened condensed milk because we want to keep this nice airy structure that we just created with the cream. If we were to stir it in really, really vigorously, we would deflate our cream, as well as if we were to continue to whisk the cream with the sweetened condensed milk, then we would over whip our cream. And we don't want to do that either. We're going to go ahead and add in the sweetened condensed milk. Excellent. And this is kind of acting as our custard base here and sweetening the ice cream. So I'm just using a folding technique here to get everything nice and incorporated. And once it's all nice and incorporated, then you can add it into your piping bag, and I will show you how to fill the profiteroles. I am going to be using the pint glass technique tonight with the piping bag here. It keeps it nice and stable. So when you have a more fluid product like this, that's not like a buttercream that's a little stiffer, you can usually use the cupping technique with that, but this works out really, really well to be able to hold it nice and stable and controlled for you while you add in your product. So I'm just going to get the last of this sweetened condensed milk folded in here. I want to make sure you're going all the way to the bottom. So you can still kind of see some streaks there. And I'm also using a round tip this evening that I have in the bottom of my piping bag here already. And that tip is great for filling these profiteroles. It kind of gets right down into the top of the choux pastry, and so that we're able to fill it up. All right, great. So that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to cut out the tops of your puffs here so that you can put the ice cream in. So I just have a small sharp knife here, and I'm just gonna cut a small, little tiny circle right into the top of my puff here. Take that out. So as you can see, there is a nice hollow structure in there, which is what we're looking for. If you want to, you can take a clean finger and kind of knock out any choux pastry that's in the way there so that you're able to fill it sufficiently with the ice cream. So I have cut the rest of these out so I can show you how to fill them. So if for whatever reason your choux pastry doesn't rise, don't fret. You can just cut them all in half, and instead of putting your ice cream into the piping bag, you can put it into a container, place it in the freezer, scoop it out once it's frozen, and then you can make little profiterole ice cream sandwiches. Everybody will be just as happy. And if you need some troubleshooting tips, you can visit our blog at blog.bakeeatlovebox.com, where we have an article that gives you these tips and tricks, and we also have a video on YouTube showing you how to make choux pastry. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill my piping bag up here. I'm only gonna put a little bit of this mixture in at a time, because you can always add more. And it's so much easier to control when your piping bag isn't completely full. All right, that should be plenty here. It smells so good. I love coconut. So I'm just gonna grab my tip at the bottom here and work my product down towards the bottom. And you can go ahead and just squeeze a little bit out. I went ahead and I cut the tip of this so I could fit it down inside of the piping bag, which is what you'll want to do as well. So I'm just gonna insert the tip down in here, and I'm just gonna pipe the ice cream until I start to see it come up to the top here. And you can kind of feel too and make sure that it feels full to you. If it doesn't, you can dip in and maybe try to squeeze in a little bit more over to the side there. But you don't want to fill it too full because the ice cream will start to expand as it freezes. I'm going to show you one more time. Just kind of go down in there, squeeze, and fill them up. And then you just put the lid back on top and then place these in the freezer. And then they'll be ready to dip. So as I said before, we're doing a mango dip for this recipe. If you are interested in the August recipe of the mango and coconut ice cream profiteroles, you can go to our website at bakeeatlovebox.com and you can get your box while supplies last. Thank you everyone for joining me this evening. I look forward to seeing you all next time.